All right, guys, welcome to the weekly Team Rise and Grind call featuring my guest, non-speaker, Mr. Ty. Tristan's out running some errands, so I got him for the hour, and hopefully he stays calm the whole time. So shout out is going to Elise for Success Club 8 so far, which is amazing. You are absolutely rocking it. Right behind there with you at Success Club 6 myself. And then I know we have a couple other people that are going to be getting pretty close to Success Club 5 in this last week of the month. So aside from that, I literally have nothing written down because I don't need to write anything down based on what I'm going to talk about. You guys know I hop on here just to get stuff out of my head and share it with my team. Not everyone's going to connect with what I have to say every week. Not everyone's going to take anything out of it. Some people might find me annoying. That's perfectly fine because I hop on here in hopes that I can at least help/inspire at least one person. So today's topic is just going to be a couple different things. Like I said, I don't have anything written down, so I'm going to go off the top of my head. First one is limiting belief has been a big one. Especially this week. So I had browsed around, quick audio check. I forgot to check audio before we start recording. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear okay. All right. So
I got you.
awesome. So earlier this week, I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw Jimmy Hayes Nelson. If you guys don't know Jimmy, superstar elite coach. He was one of the original Insanity cast members. And wow, I just put that camera too low. There we go. So he's one of the original Insanity cast members, and I've always looked up to this guy, even from Insanity. I mean, just watching him, he was called, Good Squats Jimmy. He had the perfect squats. I remember looking at him thinking, wow, that guy's doing good. I want to look like that. And so even up to now, business material, just the videos he's been putting out, and he's always talking about you as a person adding value. So I've been following this guy, scrolling through Facebook, and I saw him post about this event down in Dallas. And it's a men's leadership, not conference, but men's leadership event or training. So it's going to be an 8 to 9 hour event. It's all day, March 28th, if I remember off the top of my head. I posted the link in the group. So if you are, and it's unfortunately for guys only, because I put the video in the group, just go look at it. So I have only been to Beachbody trainings when they're local to me because they were convenient. They were easy. And so I'm scrolling through here and I've seen tons of trainings across the US that I would have loved to attend in the past. And so when I saw this one, I'm like, oh, cool. Jimmy's doing a training just for guys in leadership. That's perfect. That's what I need. That's what I want. And I saw it was in Dallas. And so the first thought in my head was, I can't afford the plane ticket. I mean, obviously, little guy here. He's a little, sucks up all your money. So anyone with kids, you totally understand. So, of course, having a newborn here, finances are on the front part of my brain all the time now because Trista's out of work. We're having some issues with the short-term disability company. So we technically haven't gotten paid on any of Trista's leave. So our income has solely been based off of my Beachbody income and my part-time massage income, which has been kind of crazy because even a year ago, we wouldn't have made it this far. And now we're coming up on 2 months. So that's been a blessing right there. Just shows you the power in what Beachbody can bring you. So moving forward. So anyways, finances have been on top of my head for a while now. And I saw this event come up. It's in Dallas. I'm like, I can't afford the plane ticket. It just had all these limiting beliefs pop up right away, red flags. You can't do this. You can't do this. And here's the reason why. And I thought to myself, why effing not? If I bust my ass, this isn't until March. I still have 2 months. Plane ticket I found one for like $375. And the event itself is $50, which for that type of event is cheap. I just paid $200 to go to a local seminar that was only 1 day, kind of the similar setup, but it was just for mobility and flexibility. So that's kind of like, my massage therapy stuff. But anyways, $50, cheap. So the second I saw that and I looked at where it's at and I thought, I have never in my life taken this type of leap of faith. I've gone to 5 summits, which has been awesome, worth every penny that you will invest in to get into Summit. Shout out to Chelsea for last minute. She made the decision to take that leap of faith, and that takes courage. Seriously, it takes courage to step up and do something like that. So with this event, first thought was, I can't afford the plane ticket. I'm afraid to take that weekend off. What if they need me at home? All these things pop into my head. And so I finally just said, you know what, that shouldn't even be an issue anymore. Here I am trying to grow this year because I look at all my failures from last year and I want to grow this year, truly grow. And that means getting out of my comfort zone. And that's what I did. So before I can even talk myself out of it, I clicked submit and I registered for it. And next thing I'm going to be looking at is plane tickets. And yeah, it's going to bite to pay up front, let's say $375 that I found. It's going to bite, but you know what? Just like I posted about inside of, I don't remember if I did the group or my main page, it's short-term investment for a long-term gain. Just like Summit, every summit I've ever gone to, no matter how much money I spend, I always come back with a return on my investment, whether it be through an income increase or knowledge that I can put into action, which will result into income. Because this is my full-time gig. This is my career. This is the vehicle I have chosen. So limiting beliefs, guys. If you want it to be, this can be the year you grow. This can be the year you break the cycle. Look at myself. I've been signed up. Actually, you know what? Today's the 23rd. Tomorrow, the 24th, will mark my 6-year sign up. So 6 years ago tomorrow is when I got a hold of Jason. I said, I'm ready to do this. At the time, I just wanted a discount. I didn't really know what coaching was. So funny story behind that real quick. I borrowed, we didn't have challenge packs or Shakeology or any of that stuff, 6 years ago. So it was just a $40 sign up fee and then $50 a month. This is 6 years ago. We were broke. Cannot even tell you how much debt and just paycheck to paycheck we were living in. I don't even want to talk about how many overdraft fees I've had in my life. So I remember borrowing $40 for gas money from Trista when we were dating so I can sign up as a Beachbody coach. That's a little tidbit that I haven't shared too much, but I borrowed $40 for gas, which I didn't use for gas. I used it for signing up as a coach. And that was six years ago tomorrow. Tomorrow. So that just, it's crazy how fast this thing goes by. And with that, this is why I'm talking about limiting beliefs now, because I've been signed up for 6 years and every single year flies by. Every single year flies by. Look at where you were a year ago and you'll probably think the same thing. Holy cow, it's been a year already. If you think about it, like spring is not too far away. It seems like spring was just a week ago. So know that this year, 2015, is going to fly by just as fast. It won't seem like it right now when you're looking forward, but time always flies by when you reflect on the past. Yeah, Ty even says so. Okay, that was just Chelsea. I'm starting to understand all these like things about kids now. He does these little random outbursts when he's sleeping. Anyways, so time is always going to fly by. So you have to put your foot down now. And if you've reflect back on a year ago, if you're in the same spot personally, financially, in your fitness and your health, like every aspect of your life, and if you're in the same spot, something needs to change. Because without those changes, guess where you're going to be a year from now? The same spot. And that time's going to go by anyways. Here's a big pet peeve of mine, and you guys have most likely dealt with this too. When you get people who give up, who just quit. And I always think when they give up on themselves, I always think, do you think that just because you quit, all of a sudden time is going to stop? until the planets align and you can start, and then time starts back up again. No, time is going to go by whether you like it or not. 1 year from now is going to come whether you like it or not. You might as well do something every single day that's going to push you further towards your goals rather than push you away. A year is going to pass whether you like it or not. You might as well be kicking some butt along the way. So, limiting beliefs. Anyone on the live call right now, just list a limiting belief. I'm up here talking all day long on these calls, so somebody unmute themselves and just, what's a limiting belief that maybe you personally are experiencing, or that it's just a common one?
For me, I think it's achieving diamond coach status this year. For some reason, I just think, you know what, I can't do that this year. Maybe I should just aim for ruby right now and then eventually get to diamond. But I think I have that limiting belief in myself right now. You know what? Let's wait on diamond. Let's shoot for ruby right now. For whatever reason, you know, I had that block, mental block with me right now.
Yeah, that's it's funny. You just like basically repeated what I once told Jason when I first signed up and we started talking about this stuff. Limiting beliefs, especially when it comes to ranks. You know, I find myself having the exact same issue because I've been a diamond for almost 3 years, and it's all fun and games, but I'm sick of calling myself a diamond because I know I am a star diamond elite coach. I am now putting in star diamond elite coach work. And that right there, what I just said, is a huge thing when it comes to our industry with ranks and especially income. It comes down to belief. Belief will overpower the limitations that you think you have. And especially when it gets, you know, when you're a coach rank or even an emerald, the idea of diamond scares the crap out of you because you know that as a diamond, you will have to sign up 8 people. 2 of those getting their own 2 people, right? You need 2 emeralds,
right,
and 6 other coaches to be a diamond. And I think that's one of the things behind it. It's like when I think about star diamond, it scares the crap out of me because I realize, oh crap, when getting to diamond, it's all about you and your work and what you can do. But once you hit diamond, if you want to get to star diamond, it is now about your team. It doesn't matter if you sign up 1,000 coaches underneath you personally sponsored. If you are not helping them achieve their goals so they can rank up, you will always be stuck at diamond. And so that was one of my limiting beliefs all of 2014. Even though I'm up here saying I want to achieve 5-star diamond, do all this stuff, there was something in the back of my head saying, you can't do that because you can't help your team do what you've done, which is achieve diamond and hold that rank. There's that limiting belief. So you have to absolutely, without a doubt, see yourself being there. And that leads me into the next one, which is vision. If you don't have a vision, a crystal clear vision for where you want to be, backed up with the belief that you can do it, there's always going to be that wall. There's a reason I've been a diamond for 3 years. There has been a wall that's been put up, and I've been trying to find all these different routes around it, right? I've been trying to slowly chip my way through it. And when I find out, okay, that route is hard, I'm going to try this way. Try to work around it. And it's basically like restarting. Find a clean slate, start chipping away, realize, oh crap, this one's hard too. I'm going to go find another way. And then you think about that image that's been floating around Facebook a few times of the miner down there, the top image. You guys know what I'm talking about. The top image, on the right side of it, there is this huge just array of diamonds. That's the prize. That's the reward. And the guy up top was this close. And he put his pickaxe and on his shoulder, turned around and started walking away with his head down. And the guy below it broke through. That close. And that's where a lot of us get when we say, screw it, I'm done, and we just quit. Most of the time, when things are the toughest, that's when you're about to have a breakthrough. I'll share this. I can relate that directly to Insanity Max 30. And for those of you who are doing this program, you completely understand. Insanity Max 30 has been, I said it on day one when I started this program. I want Insanity Max 30 to give me the best results I've ever had in my life. And I'm not talking about just before and after pictures, because I knew this program, with the way it's set up, your goal is to max out. Your goal is to find that wall, which is failure, and to learn to push through it. I've been averaging about 8, sometimes 9 minutes on my max out times. And I'm on day 19. So over 19. Yeah, 19. So I've almost completed 3 full weeks. And today was Friday Fight, which I can't even tell you about that workout. It's just stupid hard. Friday Fight it's called that for a reason. You are so worn out and sore by the time you get to Friday that you have no choice but to put up your dukes and fight your way through that workout. So keep in mind what I just said. I've always averaged 8 to 9 minutes in these workouts. That's when I fail. That's when I think I can't do another rep. I can't push 2 more seconds. I can't do any more. But guess what? I got 13 minutes and 7 seconds this morning. 13 minutes. I added 4 minutes to my regular max time. Ty's going to freak out in a minute.
What was the difference today?
So 13 minutes. And all day I've been thinking about this. How did I all of a sudden gain all this extra muscle and endurance just over the week? No. What allowed me to physically push through that barrier? And it was because when I pushed play on that workout, I literally had to talk with myself. I looked myself in the mirror and said, you are not quitting today. Because I thought about that image of the guy with the pickaxe who was this close and he quit. So guess what happened when about 9.5 minutes rolls around and I'm doing these like diamond jump kick things. 9.5 minutes rolled around. My legs were on fire. Stance jacks. That's what they were. They were plyo stance jacks, which is all legs. Good. And guest speaker, everyone. Welcome to the team call.
Hi.
He's good.
Okay.
Happy as a clam. Mostly. That's the team.
Hi, team.
Team Rise and Grind.
I just have to tell you, I got so much chicken for $30. Like,
Protein.
you don't even know.
I was just talking about the workout this morning.
So much chicken.
We like it. Awesome. I'm good on protein for the week. So anyways, the workout this morning, I got 13 minutes. And the only reason I got that was because when I hit that 9.5 minute mark, I kept thinking, okay, this sucks. This burns. But what would happen if I just pushed 2 more seconds into it? What would happen if I just did 1 more rep? So here's what I did. Every time I went down, you jump on this one, which is what kills your legs. So every time I went down and touched the ground, I had a mental check. Can I do 1 more? It's going to hurt like hell, but I can do 1 more. So guess what? I did 1 more. Came back down. Can I do 1 more? Yes. Boom. Can I do 1 more? Boom. I pushed through that move for the first time ever. And I maxed out 13:07. So I kicked my limiting belief. I don't know what's been holding me back the last 3 weeks, that I've been quitting at that 9 minute mark. And that's why I wanted to talk about limiting belief on the call today, is because that's been on my mind all friggin' day. How was I able to do that? And it literally just comes down to this whole time, workout wise, I've had a limiting belief that when it starts to burn, I'm supposed to stop. When I'm out of breath, I'm supposed to stop. And I finally had that breakthrough where I kicked that limiting belief to the side. I said, no, I am not going to quit today. I am going to fail when I absolutely cannot hold my body up anymore. That's when I've maxed out, and that's what I did today. And I tell you what, I have a workout buddy of mine, Chris, that does these with me, and he saw me like I finished the stance jacks, started the next move, I collapsed, and I literally took a 2-minute break. I could not physically do one more rep. And so that's what I've been thinking about all day today is how does that relate to business? How does that relate to us as Beachbody coaches, what we're trying to do with this whole vehicle, right? We're in this vehicle of Beachbody, and some of us keep hitting the brakes when we're on a freeway. Some of us keep pulling that e-brake when there's no reason to pull it. Because you think about when you're in a car, right? You think you see something in front of you, you hit the brakes. But guess what? What if that object that you're hitting the brakes for is all in your head? Imagine what would happen if you didn't hit those brakes for once in your life, if you just committed to something and stuck with it. Whether that's making a YouTube video. I tell you what, it took me a long time to make my first YouTube video because I had so many limiting beliefs back then. The main one was being judged by others. I was afraid to put myself up on camera because I was afraid of the comments that would come along with it. Especially as a Beachbody coach and being overweight, I was scared to death of what people would say about that. And then one day I just said, you know what, screw it, I don't care. I'm just going to do it. What's the worst thing that can happen? Somebody says a negative comment, guess what? Delete, move on. So you have to learn to kick those to the curb. And it's going to be so much harder than it is to sit up here and say, because I can sit up here and say, just have vision, believe in yourself, and you'll overcome those limiting beliefs. It's so easy to say. But when you come face to face in that moment where that pain kicks in, whether it be the pain of a workout, the uncomfortableness of, okay, I really need to talk to this person about losing weight and changing their life, but I'm afraid to. When you're faced with that pain, that's the make or break situation. That moment, what you decide to do, whether it be to stay quiet or to just build up the courage to speak up and ask that question to that person, that makes or breaks success. And you can define success however you'd like to, because success is different to everybody. So I don't know what else more I can say about that, but that moment in that workout today was a really good moment. And I've totally been thinking about all these aspects of my life where maybe I have been quitting a few more reps than I could have given. Maybe I haven't been really maxing out. If you want to think about max out in the Beachbody world, in your business, we all know we need to build a solid foundation, to build an actual business out of Beachbody. You need to build a solid team and a solid customer base. And it sounds so simple, right? Until you actually have to get out there and do the work and realize, oh shit, you're going to have to do some work. And work in our industry means inviting people, talking to people. So you guys probably saw me do a little teaser post the other day. I'm going to start introducing, I haven't figured out what I want to call them, but like the uncomfortable challenge. I'm going to be posting mini challenges in our team group of things and tasks that I'm going to ask you to do, and to post proof of it inside of the team group. But it's going to, if you do it, it's going to teach you to take down some of your walls. It's going to get you to practice talking with people. These little things I'm trying to come up with, they're going to help you if you do them. So whether you want to be a diamond coach, whether you want to make $10,000 a week, whatever your goal is, make a list of reasons, not even reasons. When you think about just an absurdly out of this world goal that you want to reach. And I want you to write down every red flag that pops up. And what I mean by that is, you know, let's say for myself, I want to make $1,000 a week. I've hit it a couple times, but never consistently. I want to make a consistent $1,000 a week, because that $1,000 is going to provide my baby and my wife time freedom. I want her to stay home and be able to enjoy this little bundle the way that I do. I don't want her to have to go back to work at the end of March when her maternity leave is up. I want her to be able to just enjoy this. I mean, this right here is, I mean, it's God's gift. Everything you always hear about kids, it's totally true, and you don't understand it until you have your own. So, I mean, that's you can imagine, that's one of my biggest drivers right now. It's one of my biggest things. So for myself, $1,000 does not, in my mind, I don't look at $1,000 a week as I need to sell this many challenge packs. I need to do this and this and this. I look at it as, you know what, that $1,000, imagine how many people I'm going to be helping through those challenge packs or the team. Imagine how many people I'm going to be helping to earn $1,000 a week. But more importantly, that $1,000 a week isn't going to just buy stuff. It's buying time freedom. That, to me, is the most important thing on the face of the earth, because I get to work at home. I get to spend every day with this little guy. I get to take weekends off. And I get to do that because of Beachbody. And because of Beachbody, it's provided me with that lifestyle, because I've learned that you don't have to settle for where you're at. There is no reason, no matter how good of an excuse you can come up with, there is no legit reason why you have to stay where you're at. Think about that. I watched just a regular like motivational video earlier, and the first 60 seconds of this thing was awesome, because it said something along the lines of, your purpose is whatever you make it. A lot of people, I've said this in the past too, before I found Beachbody, you hear people say stuff like, you know, I haven't found my purpose. I'm waiting to find my purpose. It's like they're waiting for this truck to hit them, and all of a sudden they see the lights and go, ooh, that's what I'm supposed to do. Or the more common scenario is the person who does nothing with their life until they find out they have cancer and 6 months to live, and all of a sudden all these switches go off and they start living their life the way they truly want to. Which brought me back to that quote I heard in this video. Your purpose is whatever you make it. You don't have to wait to find it. It's not going to be this bright light that shines at you going, hey, I'm right here. If you think your purpose is to simply just live your life quietly, then that's your purpose. That's fine. It is whatever you make it. If you believe your purpose is to help inspire and motivate people to get up off their butt and live their lives and to make a change, that's your purpose. Your purpose is whatever you make it. Think about that. It's like think about how do people choose their careers? Do you think that it's just this random thing that pops on, you know, it's like, I can't even think about it. It's like, is a career choice something that's pre-instilled in people, or is it something that they choose to do? We choose to do all these different careers because they are roles that we want to play in society. Some people choose to be doctors. Some people choose to be massage therapists. Some people choose to be teachers or dentists, chefs, you name it. There's 1,001 different careers on the face of the planet. And that a career is trying to come up with my own quote right now, and the words aren't coming. Your career is your contribution to society. Somewhere along those lines. Whatever career you choose, that's you choosing your purpose. That's choosing how you are going to make an impact in your community. so you think about that, it's all based on choices. Somebody one day makes the decision. Myself, one day out of high school, I said, you know what? I really want to work one-on-one with people through massage therapy. I want to, because one day I was helping my buddy he was a football player. I remember we were inside the library and he's like, oh, bro, I really messed up my shoulder during practice the other day. And so I had been studying a little bit about massage therapy, and I went up and started rubbing on that knot, and he said, whoa, it feels better. And I thought, you know, that's kind of cool. I can help somebody just simply with my hands. That's awesome. And so I made the decision to go into massage school. And of course I had all these red flags going up that, one, I'm a guy in a female dominant career. How am I ever going to build clientele? Because the massage world has a lot of creepers. The massage world has a lot of doubters. Why was I able to finally succeed? I've been doing this for 7 years now, and I've had an awesome career as a massage therapist, and I had to kick those limiting beliefs to the side. Who cares if I'm a guy? I know that if I am giving my best, backed up with value and morals, I'm going to be able to build this thing. So I made the decision. I overcame those limiting beliefs. I was able to pursue a career helping people through massage therapy. That's kind of the progression it takes. So if you want to be a diamond coach, you have to make the decision. You have to have the vision of you being there. If you can't see yourself as a diamond coach doing diamond coach work, then you're not going to reach it. If you, let's say, you want to put some numbers on it. Let's say to become an emerald, you need to talk to 3 people per day, and you need to invite 5 people per week to the business. That's emerald work. So if you do emerald work, you're going to become an emerald. Let's say diamond, you need to talk to 10 people a day. You need to invite 15 people per week. If you can't see yourself doing that work, that means you're not actually going to get up and do it. But if you look at those numbers and say, you know what, I can do that. I'm going to do that work. You will get diamond. I can promise you, if you stay consistent with that work. And like for myself, I look at what elite coaches are doing. And that's where I came up with my 2015 business plan that I shared with you in last week's call. If you haven't seen it, go watch last week's call, and I attached the documents there with it. So I came up with that business plan because that's what the elite coaches are doing, everything on that list. And I'm going to put in elite coach work, which is why I know it will take time and consistency, but I will get there eventually. And I don't care if it takes 5 years or 10 years from now. I believe wholeheartedly that I will get there. And again, knowing and seeing yourself and just, it's a feeling. It really does come down to a feeling. You get this burning desire that you are going to get there. And I tell you what, when you have that burning desire, it overcomes your excuses. I don't know how, and I can tell you one thing. For me to get up early when I work at home, that takes drive. I am blessed with the time freedom to sleep in until noon every day if I really wanted to. Well, not as much anymore, but I've been working as a full-time Beachbody coach for 1.5 years. And this whole time I could sleep until noon every day, which if I wanted to. And I used to. When I first quit my massage job, I was working at the spa 6 days a week, slaving my life away. So when I quit, you bet your bottom I was sleeping in as much as I could because I never could before. I had to go to a job. I didn't want to get fired. So you could bet your butt that I slept until noon every day. But here's what happened. I was doing emerald work as a diamond rank. So I got bumped back down to emerald several times because I was doing emerald work. I was being lazy. You can get away with laziness for a small amount of time until it bites you in the butt. So I started waking up, at 9 o'clock instead of 12. Once I mastered 9 o'clock, I started getting up at 7. Once I got up at 7, I got up at 6. And now with little guy here, he usually eats at like 4:30. I'm starting my days when he starts eating at 4:30 now. And it only comes down to the fact that I have drive, because I am passionate about Beachbody, because I want to share Beachbody with other people, because I want to help them open up their eyes and realize I don't have to stay where I'm at. I can finally go after what I want. And I was talking to one of my massage clients the other day, and we were just talking about life in general and motivation, this kind of stuff. And I remember saying to him, I said, we live in a society where we live in a time and an age where there are so many resources and free resources that everyone should be chasing some type of dream. There's no excuse. And a lot of people make the excuse that, well, I can't afford to go and take these classes. I can't afford to get this degree. I can't do this. I can't do that because. It's all bullshit, guys. It's all excuses. Whoa, you choking? Okay, he's good. I was telling my massage client, we live in a society where everyone, it's kind of ironic. We have more resources and more lazy people than we ever have. It's like, I'm only 27 years old. I didn't live back in the day that people talk about now.
I did.
But it's like, back in the day, people busted their butt to get dreams going, right? They busted their butt. You're pulling on my headphones, dude. There we go. Grabs in his sleep. We have more resources and less people who are actually doing anything with them. I am a prime example. I can't tell you how many times I have had people ask me what degrees I have. And you know what I get to tell them? 0. If you were to look at, I've told Trista this many times, if I didn't have massage and Beachbody, no one would hire me, because they would look at my resume and say, he graduated high school, that's it. No degrees, no extra anything. So I tell people that, and they go, wait, you preach a lot about stuff that psychology classes teach. You preach a lot about nutrition. I teach my clients all about life, business, all this kind of stuff. You know what it comes down to, guys? I was self-driven enough to search for free resources to teach myself everything I need to know. Just like as business owners yourself, as a Beachbody coach, whether you think it or not, you are a business owner. So it's your responsibility to know your business. I look at Beachbody and where I'm at. I am in the business of motivation, inspiration, health, fitness. So you bet your butt I research a lot about those categories, because I am a firm believer in the fact that if you stop learning, you stop growing. And if you stop learning and growing, guess what happens? You look year after year and you're in the exact same spot that you were the prior year. So if motivation is something that you want to teach, that you want to get people involved with, you need to be studying about motivation. If health and fitness is something you're promoting and you want to learn how to teach people about it, you need to know it yourself, which means you need to research it. More importantly, you need to apply it to yourself. Here's another pet peeve of mine is so many people are so stuck in personal development jail that they never actually practice it. I can't tell you how many people I know that they spend hours researching and studying and reading and learning, and they never do anything with it. And you know what? That's selfish when you think about it. As people in our positions, because like I posted in the group, we are not just people that sell fitness products. People come to us because we care, because they know we are going to be that person that believes in them when they don't have belief in themselves. We do so much more than just sell P90X to somebody. We provide hope. We provide some, as cheesy as that sounds, we provide hope, and we provide something for them that no one else can do. So when somebody comes to you and they're, they bring up, hey, I need some help, take products off of your mind. You're focused on that person and that person alone. And so going back to the personal development thing, you want to add value as a Beachbody coach, as a person, you need to be sharing every single day. If you are reading something in your personal development that inspires you, guess what? It's probably going to inspire somebody else. Take the quote, always quote the source, and share it. Make a video about it. What did you take out of it? Write a blog post, write a review on that chapter or the whole book. Always be sharing. People ask me all the time, how have you built what you've built with Beachbody? How are you able to work at home? And you know what the big secret is? I've shared. Am I in perfect shape? Do I have a perfect life? Do I have all this perfect stuff that's gotten me there? God, no. I have gotten to where I'm at simply because I've shared along the way, and I've always invited people to join me. And the ones who need it, guess what? They're ready for it. They join. It's never gonna be as easy as it sounds, but if you are always inviting and sharing, people are going to attract to you. And when people are attracted to you, they're going to learn more about you and trust you and do business with you. So when it comes to personal development, make a list of ways that you can share. YouTube videos are great. Blog posts are great. Facebook post, Instagram, all this kind of stuff. It's all available. Most of it's free. There's no reason why you shouldn't be engaging in at least some of it. You guys probably have seen recently, I've started posting at least one motivational post every single morning I'm awake. And that's because that's my way of providing value to people. And you need to be providing some type of value for people to start to trust you and look at you as a leader. Because as leaders, we're the ones that are it's almost like our job to help believe in people. I had a really good friend of mine. I've been friends with her since middle school. She's struggled with her weight her whole life. And she reached out to me last week. And you guys can probably see, I posted a screenshot of the text messages that she sent me. And that was one of the best messages I've ever gotten. It wasn't anything big and fancy. She didn't lose 100 pounds her first week, but it was because when she called me, and this is what got me re-inspired big time. When she called me and she said, Chaz, you've known me, our entire lives. And I'm coming to you for help because nobody believes in me. I don't believe in myself, and I need somebody to believe in me. And she asked if I would be that person. I said, you bet your ass I will. And did I do anything extravagant? Did she buy a program? No. But you know what I did? I said, you are worth this. How bad do you want it? And I got to know a little bit more about her why. What are her goals? What has been holding her back this whole time? I've known her since middle school. Why has she held back all this time? You know what it all stem back to, looping back to the beginning of this call? Limiting beliefs. And she said, I've been overweight my entire life, so I've never believed that I could be healthy and fit. I don't see myself being healthy and fit. But she said, you know what? For the first time ever, I want to be there. I know I can get there, but I need help. And I get to be that one that I'm not providing her an in-depth nutrition plan. I gave her very basic stuff. I said, you need to drink more water. I said, you need to move 20 minutes a day. I don't care if it's a walk. Go onto YouTube and look up workout videos. Look up yoga videos. I don't care what it is. You need to move 20 minutes a day. I said, you need to engage in 15 minutes of a good personal development book each day. And most of all, you need to look yourself in the mirror every single day and say, I believe in you. Because that's what it all comes down to, is just truly believing you can do it. And whatever it is, guys, there's so many different goals you can achieve. Everyone's always so focused on the income and the rank. But I tell you what, instead of focusing on how can I hit diamond or $10,000 a month, instead of focusing on those, correlate that into how many people do you have to help to get there? That's where your focus needs to be shifted. How many people do I need to help, and how can I provide them the most value? Each person's different. I look at myself as a motivator. What is it? The preacher versus the teacher mentality. The teacher is the one who can come up with systems and all this in-depth, like step-by-step stuff. And I've tried it and I can't force it. I'm not a teacher, but you bet your ass I'm a preacher. I love to motivate and inspire. That's where my heart is. And, you know, one of my big dreams is to get up on stages and do motivational speaking on mindset and personal development, because I've seen the biggest change in my life, not through my physical transformation, but up here. And I've broken down those walls of limiting belief in life. And I've experienced what life can be. And I finally understand that I design my life. I don't have to live on anyone else's terms. And if that's something you believe in, you might have to live on someone else's terms as far as a job. But bust your butt at that job as if you own the place. And when you get to the point, let's say with Beachbody, if you want to get to the point like I did, where you make enough to cover or to replace that income, you thank them for the opportunity and say, you know, I'm actually going to be starting my own thing right now. You walk away and you design your life. Even if you have a job, you are still in control of your mindset. You're still in control of your attitude. And this is why I love to teach people about this stuff now, because I went through it myself. I fully understand it now, and I want to show others how to do it. That's why I'm here as your guys' upline coach, because I'm here to tell you whatever your limiting beliefs are. Again, I don't care how good of an excuse you think you have. I'm calling bullshit on it. You can give me any excuse you want. I will call bullshit on it. If you believe you can do it, then what's holding you back? Seriously. My last point that I've had in the back of my head all day is this I was thinking about because of my workout this morning too. So I broke through that big barrier, right? So we all have these fears, and fear, we all know, sucks the life out of us. When we have fear, we put a shell around us. We like to stay in this quiet, cozy place on the couch and eat. I did that for years. That's why I know I still want to do that some days. And, you know, some days I break. Some days I don't go outside. I don't leave the house. I shut off my computer. I don't reply back to messages. And I just crawl into a hole for the day. I mentally shut myself off from the world. But that's sometimes. I don't allow it to happen every time, because it's those days that also will make or break your success. When you have the days where it's tough and you're struggling and you don't want to do it, those are the days that are most important. Those are the days where you might break through that last little bit. Those are the days where you might go from a 9-minute max out to a 13-minute max out. That's what I did today. So when it comes to fear, in remembrance of one of my fitness idols, not just fitness, but his philosophies on life, I watched hundreds of hours of videos on this guy. Greg Plitt once said, fear is self-imposed, meaning you create it and you can also destroy it. Such a powerful quote when you really think about it. And that comes down to, there's fears, and every single fear is created by us. Now, there is a pretty big difference between fear and danger, though. Because if you slip and you're hanging off the side of a cliff, that's a legit danger. You should be scared. But if you just don't feel like talking to a stranger and getting to know them, if you don't feel like starting that fit club because you are afraid of what people will think if you're standing up in front of them, that is only there because you put it there. You created it, and you can also destroy it. It's not easy to destroy, but if you work towards it, you can kick all those fears to the side. And every single time you do something new, there's going to be fears. But guess what? If you keep showing up and keep practicing, you build more confidence, and through more confidence, fear goes to the side. The more confident you are in something, the less you fear it. You know, I think about Paul being a chef. The first time you had to go and cook a nice meal for somebody important, probably almost crapped yourself, right? The first time, I will never forget, when I got my massage license. I got hired on at Massage Envy, and I remember seeing that first client on the books on our computer screen. I went, oh crap. Because for my 12-month program to get my license, I was working on the same 15 classmates all year. We get to know each other. You know, it's like that with any school. You're around your classmates for the entire time. But when you actually have to get out into your career, and like myself, when I looked at my first massage client on the books, and I thought, oh crap, this is a complete stranger, and I'm going to be like, massage, they're naked on my table, I have to massage them. And especially as a 19-year-old guy in a female dominant world, and at 19 I had zero confidence in myself. You can only imagine how scared I was. But guess what? I showed up again the next day. I showed up again the next day, and the next day, and the next day. 7 years down the road, I am proud to say I am a damn good massage therapist, and I am good at what I do because I've built confidence, and through building confidence, I don't have any fears about massaging people. I have a couple clients of mine right now who I know are multimillionaires. They pay me some pretty good money to go out to their office, do chair massage on their employees, and to also go out to their home, which is out of this freaking world, and I get a massage, you know, their family. Was I scared the first time? Heck yes, I was, especially driving up this long driveway and seeing their house and going, I was just at Massage Envy like 5 or 6 years ago. Holy crap, man. Look at how far I've come. But you know what? By that point, I was confident. That fear was so minimal that after being in their house for 5 minutes, I'm like, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to show up and I'm going to give them my A game. Why can't we show up as Beachbody coaches every day and bring our A game? Seriously, why not? Why can't we wake up tomorrow morning and look at ourselves in the mirror and say, you are going to bring your A game today? And this is all based on my new mantra in life, and sneak peek, it's going to be the name of my first book, which I've slightly started. You are going to win the day. How do you win the day? You set yourself up for it. You make a to-do list, and the biggest thing is you actually do it. It's kind of ironic how most of us make a to-do list, but we never actually do what's on our to-do list. It's almost like when you make your to-do list at the very, let's put it this way, make your to-do list and then go back to the top and make your first item do my to-do list. Kind of ironic how that works, right? Why can't you wake up tomorrow, look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, I'm going to win today. How am I going to do it? I'm going to bring my A game. I'm going to help motivate and inspire 2 people. I'm going to read 15 minutes of personal development. I'm going to do my workout. I'm going to kick some butt in my workout. I'm going to drink my Shakeology and I'm going to share about it. And I'm going to show up every day of the week and do that. I'm going to do that for a year. And I'm going to build an income off of it. That's as simple as we need to make it. The hard part is showing up and doing it every day. See his little spaz? Cutest little guy. Why not show up and just bring our A game? Make it that simple. Make the decision right now that you are going to be the coach you wish you were tomorrow. Right now. I don't care. 7 o'clock here. It's 10 o'clock Eastern time. After we're done with this call, start talking to people. Start conversations. I don't care what it's about. Talk to an old high school friend. Hit up your coworkers, see what they're up to tonight. Just be you. Don't be anyone else but yourself. Don't try to be a fitness professional talking to a client. Be yourself talking to a friend. Build that connection. That's all it takes. Just keep building those connections. And through those connections and through you sharing about what you're doing with Beachbody on your Facebook, people are naturally going to start asking questions. I posted about my trips coming up, which still kind of blows my mind. I was posting about those trips I was doing. I had 2 people message me, how in the world are you traveling that much this year when you just had a baby? Which is totally understandable, right? And, there's still trips on that list that I'm still battling some limiting beliefs because again, I'm thinking about how much the plane tickets are going to be, and we don't have that much money to pay for all the plane tickets, which I use now as a motivator to kick my own butt, to get up every day, bring my A game, to create the income with Beachbody to pay for all the stuff I want to do. You design your life. Beachbody's your vehicle. Where do you want it to take you? You have to be ready to put in the work. And remember that the longer the journey or the further away the destination, the more obstacles you're going to run into. Let's say you get into your car at, let's say, Los Angeles. You're in LA. You hop into your car, pull up your GPS. You say, you know what? I want to go to Bakersfield or Sacramento, which would be going from a coach to an emerald rank, right? Fairly short goal, which means it's going to be a shorter drive. You're not going to have as many obstacles, and you'll probably get there pretty quick if you bust your butt and just hit the gas pedal and go. But here's the thing. If you hop into your car in LA and you go, you know what? Let's take a road trip. I want to go to New York. That's going to be like elite coach, right? 5-star. You are going to run out of gas. You're going to hit some bumps in the road. You might blow out an engine and set you back 6 months. You're going to hit obstacles. But guess what? If you do what you need to do to fix that car and to always get back on the road and keep going, you will get there. It might take 5 years. It might take 6 months. But depending on your work ethic and your ability to show up and bring your A game every day, that will show how fast you get there and how many people you're going to help. Think about that. We're also focused on ranks and income. Sometimes we miss. This is what I did last year. I missed sitting back and going, look at all these people that I have the ability to help. I get to play just a small role because, we all know our clients and our coaches, they do the work. We're here just to open up that door and kind of give them a little bit of a push if they need it. We're just here to guide them. We play a small role, but it's so incredible if you truly just look at the opportunity we have. Think about you before Beachbody. Think about where you were at before Beachbody, mentally, physically, financially, and then ask yourself, how did Beachbody help me? That's whatever you come up with for that answer, that's what you need to share. Because of Beachbody, fill in the blank. I know for myself, because of Beachbody, I have become proud of myself for the first time in my life. I was growing up with a loving mom who had an insane work ethic, which the downfall is she worked 60, 70 hours a week. I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time with her. I was stuck at home with an emotionally absent father who was an alcoholic, still is, still battling that. I was not told very often, I'm proud of you. So for me to be able to sit here now, look myself in the mirror and say, for once in my life, I'm proud of me, that's priceless. I don't care if it's a $140 challenge pack. Sign me up for that. Confidence, I want that. How much is it? Cool, let's do it. This is what we're selling. We're not selling products. We're selling a new life. We're selling hope. We're selling confidence. We're selling the opportunity for somebody to break down their walls that they've had up their whole life. This is what we are about. For the first time in my life, because of Beachbody, I am able to wake up each day, be proud of who I am, and to help other people do the same. You need to answer that for yourself. Because of Beachbody, fill in the blank. That's what you need to share. Because when you share how Beachbody has impacted you, that's where people make a connection. People do not connect with you if you just post a link on your Facebook and say, 21-day fix is on sale. It's $140. Buy here. Is somebody going to connect with that? Or is somebody going to connect with, you know what? I just finished a 21-day program, and for the first time in years, I have confidence. I'm happy with how I look, and I'm able to go out in public and just be proud. Which one are they going to connect with? You want to know how to be a more successful coach? Start sharing the real stuff. Start sharing how Beachbody is impacting you. You don't need to be sharing the products every day. If you look at my Facebook page, you do not see me posting links on my page. You see me sharing about my clients. You see me sharing about my team. You see me now sharing about my family more. I'm sharing the real stuff because that's the real stuff is where you make the real connections. And with that being said, I am over on time. I appreciate you guys being here for the hour and some odd minutes, especially for you guys on live call. Thank you for taking time out of your Friday night to be here. Like I said in the very beginning, I'm just on these calls to hop on here, share some stuff that's going on in my head. If somebody takes something out of it, awesome. If not, you don't have to watch these. I'm going to do them whether anyone's here or not. Just because this is an outlet for me. And more importantly than an outlet, this is my opportunity to let you guys into my life. You guys are my team. You guys are my family. You're my community. Everyone is on this earth. I think the common ground that everyone desires is we desire community. We desire a family. We desire to be wanted, to be liked. I think those are common desires. And you know what? One thing that I've had a bad issue with the last 5-6 years is I've been so envious of these big teams that people have built, and they're always talking about how much they love their team and their big family and stuff. And I've always been so envious, and I found myself in the past going, oh man, I wish I could be a part of that team. I wish I could be in that family. And then a few months back, I had this switch, and you guys all saw the switch where I realized, why don't I create that team? I don't have to be a follower. I don't have to follow someone else's team and their family. Why don't I be a leader and create my own family? I want to create my own community. That's Team Rise and Grind. That's where you guys are at. You guys are in this community. That's why I'm in the group posting so much. I want to be involved with everybody. That's why I'm here. So aside from that, again, thank you guys for watching the live call or the recording. Little Ty's going to say bye-bye. That is a sleepy little man right there. All right, guys. I'm going to go snuggle up with this little guy because Beachbody has given me the opportunity to do that. It's 7 o'clock right now, and I can tell you firsthand, 2 years ago, I would have been at the spa until 8:30 and then a 30-minute drive home. Because of Beachbody, I get to go hang out with this guy. That to me is priceless. That's why I wake up, because I want that time freedom. What do you guys want in your life? Peace out.